He said, the cash flow strategist, a friend of mine, one of my neighbors, you know, he makes good money, he's a computer software engineer, and his wife doesn't work and make good. But he said to me, I can't understand, and I'm making all this money, but I don't know what's happening, I can't find money at the end of the month. You hear that all the time. So I said, no problem, I'll come over and I'll help you out. So what I did was, I opened up this tool, and it basically is an interview. I asked him some questions, and I hit the button, and it created a plan for him. So we've taken the difficulty out of planning, financial planning, so to speak. Okay? And I'm going to show you this beautiful piece of software that you don't even have to be a financial guru to get it done. And I went to his house, and we're friends, so they know they can cook dinner and all that. But I took about half an hour, and I did this, and I charged him $200. Because he's my friend. Yeah, literally. He grabbed my check, he said, that's reasonable. Didn't even flinch. I would normally charge $350 for that. Half an hour's worth of work. Seriously. Watch this. You're going to see it. Click button A for me, please. Button A is... Oh, wait. Actually, you're fine. Don't click it. Don't click it. Before I tell you this. The first time you go into your back office and you see this, you will not have anything here with blank. When you want to create a new file, or you click new and you type in person's name, or if it's... I would suggest that you do it on your own household. It's important. Because this will tell you... This will reveal to you if you have a good plan in place for your future, for your life, in terms of your economy. You understand? Most people don't have this stuff. All they do is go to work, they go home, they go to work for 40 years, and they plan squat. Nothing. They save a little money in their 401k and stuff, but they have no target. They never know if they're doing good or bad. Am I right? Generally speaking, that's what happens in America. It's true. That's right. Makes sense? So why not take a hold of it? Look, you don't want to be at 65, 70 years old and you say, okay, I'm ready. Then you go see what's in my account and you have 200,000. Because you might be thinking, oh, that's 6 figures. Oh, I'm doing good. Well, how long is 200,000 going to last you? You're only going to get about $20,000 every year with $200,000 in your nest egg. That's it. 200,000. Good of them. And I'll tell you what good of them is in a minute. So don't let that math fool you. You got to actually do some math. So let's say we went in and we create a file. Boom, you click it. That's the name of the person or your family. Put it there. And here are the questions. So, what are your goals? I love this one. It's going to ask you, list them. So let's say I'm talking to John and his wife. Say, John, tell me in terms of priority, tell me what your priorities are. So he says, number one, he wants to pay off his debt. Then he wants to increase his income, reduce taxes, etc. And we leave a little section here. What does he want to do that we don't have? Write it in. He types it in. I want to go on a cruise, number 7. Okay? So simple, right? Scroll. Oh, no, sorry, not you. You good. I forgot I have the power here. All right, section 2. Section 2. Okay, here goes. What is the least amount of monthly income you want coming in, John, whenever you retire? He says, you know what? I want $6,000 coming in right now. What's that, $72,000 for the year? So guess what? He wants to maintain the income that he's making right now. Nobody wants to retire on less. Medical expenses go up and all this stuff, right? You don't want to retire on less. You want to at least maintain your income. So that's a good place to start. Now, when I'm asking John these questions, it's planned. So whatever he wants, I'm putting it in. Now, if it's that ridiculous and stuff, I might say, hey, that's kind of like too much. But the numbers will tell him at the end, so we can adjust it later on. So let's just interview him. So he says that. Then I ask him, what year does he want to retire? He says 2030. Then I say, how much money are you going to get from 401 your Social Security? He says, might be 0. I don't trust Social Security. Well, go look at your little thing that they send you every year near your birthday, and you go look at it, and it comes up. He says, maybe I get $1,500 for Social Security. Okay. 4. He says, what is the approximate value of your investments today in your 401k? He says, I have about $50,000 in my 401k today. I said, cool. We're going to consider that. How much money do you save in your 401k every month? He says, I do $100 every month in my 401k. Okay, cool. How much additional money could you, if you wanted to tighten your belt a little bit, how much additional money can you find? He says $100. how much money do you have set aside for emergencies? If your washing machine breaks or your car or whatever. He says 2,000. Do you have a plan in place, John? You think to accomplish this goal? He says, no, that's why I came to you. I say, okay, let's do the next section. Tax withholding. So one more section after this. Really easy interview. This section is not going to affect the outcome when you hit the button. This is just an awareness thing to show John that, look, John, are you in a good tax situation? See? So we're taking an opportunity to ask him that question right now. Yeah. So we say, look, do you typically owe or get a refund? He says, typically get a refund. And then we advise him, if you normally owe, consider adjusting your W-4 form, what? Downward. But if you normally get a refund, consider bringing the number up, like what we did this morning. See? Then we ask him the second question, which one of these expenses do you claim today? He says, none, but he doesn't have a business, so he can't claim any of them. So then at some point, we can say, you know, John, we can free up some more cash for you. Just remember, I'm going to show you this later, is what I said to John. Because I'm going to put him in business. You understand? And this will show him that he needs one by the time we're done with it. All right, next section. Next section, watch this. Debt. Big one. I'll give you a quick joke. The first time the program was created this, by the way, we did this by hand in the past, again, by hand, with calculators and compound interest books and stuff. But you know, thank God you guys don't have to do that. So when the program was first created this, I had them put 5 lines that you could enter this thing, and then there was no add button. So one person was trying to enter, and they had like 12 different debt items, or 50 and some crazy number. Charge cards and Macy's cards and student loans and all kind of debts. So it was like, we're going to put it. So I had to go back to the program and say, hey, put this little button. Anyway, so you can add as many as you want. Yeah. Just list them out as you think of them, John. Okay? Put down the balance and the minimum payment. Pretty simple. Next section. Here's the hardest section for John, because it's going to force him to think a little bit. So here's when he calls his wife over, because he doesn't know how. He's like, honey, come over here. Let's talk about the monthly expenses that you have. Well, cell phone. You pay $95 today. The question that I'm going to ask John in this case is, John, do you think you can reduce the amount of money you pay on your cell phone? Oh, we're on a mission right now. We're trying to get some cash for you. John says, you know what? I saw this thing called, whatever, Boost, or some cell phone thing, where I can go get a cheaper cell phone. Because I'm in a problem right now. I need to fix my finances. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to save myself $40. See what I did? So all you do, he puts in his current, he puts in what he thinks he can reduce it to, and then it will calculate it by itself. Okay? He does the same thing. Can I change my utilities? You know, get a cheaper electric or something. We'll go down each one. Cable. Some things you may not be able to change, but if you can, you change it. Fair enough? So he's going to go down all of that stuff. Then, all you do is hit save changes and return. You want this one? Thank you. I didn't know you were going to work today, did you? Now, the next two buttons right here, I'll just explain it to you. The first button is where you get to enter. Button B is the results. And then button C is the printable results. Okay, go button B. Thank you. All right, so here's where it gets complex. So here's where you need to focus on this a little bit. Right here, first thing that you see here is 8%. I can always put my mouse in here right now and I could change that to 9, 7, 6, whatever. Hit enter, and the whole entire sheet will update based on that rate of return. Now, let me tell you what that means, first of all. Since this is including or considering investments, 401k, remember we asked about 401k earlier? And since we're trying to create a plan that includes investing and interest and all that stuff, we have to consider a rate that we think we can get for John. That's what that is. John might say, you know what? I don't think I can get 8% on nothing. So, let's put it to 6. Okay, it's your plan, put it to 6. But then if you come to my econ training, we should ought to get 9, 10. Because we do that now. But let's leave that 8. Y'all understand what I'm saying, where this comes from? All right. So now let's go say, John, you said you want to retire by 2030. Okay, cool. You said you want $6,000 coming in, so there it is. You said that your Social Security is going to pay you 15. So therefore, you don't need to go get that all by yourself because the Social Security is going to pay some of it. So this is your target now. That's the difference. That's probably the most complicated part of it. Did you get it? Other than that, just do the difference. In other words, that's what you're going to need to have coming in from some asset every month. Social Security is going to take care of the rest of it. So you will still have your total of 6. Okay? Next. In order for you to get this coming in every month from on your paycheck from an investment, your investment needs to be worth $675,000 in order for it to pay you that at 8%. So let me explain that to you. Let's say that this was your 401k account. Okay. The day when you retire, let's say it's that day, Fidelity or Vanguard or T. Rowe Price or whoever is managing that nest egg is not sitting on that money. They are investing in the market. Okay? When they invest in the market, they are getting 12, 14%. Because these guys went to Harvard and Yale. They know how to get 12%. You understand? Okay. On with your money. Now what you do is you say, look, I need 10%. Not even 10%. I need 8%. You can keep the rest. I mean, you want as much as you can. In this example, I need 8%. 8% would pay you that. You understand? So the money is working for you. This is what the deal is. Some people think of retirement the wrong way. They think of, okay, I'm going to retire today. Here you go, I retired. Here's my nest egg. And they start to think immediately, how many years am I going to live? So that I can take that nest egg and divide it up.
25% of that, that's your tax savings. Because if you didn't put them there, you would pay taxes on that money, right?
That's right.
Okay, if you go your cell phone bill by $20, then that's going to every so month update it and see how much money you've spent in expenses. Okay, growth on your assets, you start investing, not the money you put in, but just the new growth. Add it up, that's your cash flow report. So when somebody asks you how you're doing in my econ, you want to say, since I've been doing my econ, I've cash flowed X thousands of dollars, I've learned a lot, and got a plan in place that's helped me grow my finances. It shouldn't be, well, you know, it's just good, you know, man, it's just exciting, and, you know, John Doe, he making $100,000 a month. I thought I asked you how you was doing. But they fake it. They fake it. Am I correct? Shaking and faking, that's what they're doing, okay? And we don't do that in my life. That's why we do it this way. So we're not even trying to be that way. We don't want to be that way. We have 2 training modules. Drew, go to the fundamental training module. It's 607, I believe. And you, as you get implemented, so in February, you should, if you got some people that they got meetings, they got webinars, they got BPMs for the rest of the month. And if you want, but in February, when they have, I'm sure they're gonna move it from Valentine's Day. Okay, so that's the 14th. So they'll probably go to the first Saturday or the fourth Saturday for the 2-meeting training in February. I'll be back in March. But you should be there in February because the more repetitions, law of what? Process, right? Okay? So it's going to be 616. Okay? So you should be there in February. And as you start to implement this, you as a leader, becoming a leader in your business, you need to direct your associates. See, as a leader, you've got to help them understand what it is that we do and why do we do it. And then you got to be willing to fight for your success. Let me show you what I mean. Just yesterday I was here, you know, and somebody came they came, they said, somebody said, okay, I want you to talk to somebody. I said, okay, cool. So, you know, they asked me what how our income works. So I talked about 90 seconds and they cut me off and then they started talking about what they do. Because really they didn't come to hear about it, right? No. They're doing a new network marketing company, and they just wanted to recruit me. So I let them talk about 20 minutes, and I just started laughing. Y'all ever seen Fred Sanford in Family Son? You know when Fred says, this is the big one? Elizabeth, this is the big honey, I'm coming. So I started doing that. I started laughing at him.
What did he do?
Because I was like, okay, so what you want me to do is to get everybody in my econ to join a company for $300-400. They're gonna make $50. In my econ, they join for $180, we pay out $250. On every 7, we give out a $1,000 bonus. And then you want us to go sell cell phone service. And so I told them, I said, let me explain something to you. Because they thought, I know they were getting a little offended because I was laughing, right? I said, if I gave you your cell phone service free, would it change your life? It wouldn't, would it? You already got a cell phone, right? So if I just gave you yours free, it wouldn't change your life, would it? If you had a free cell phone, talk all you want. You still won't be financially successful, would you? Because it wouldn't make you financially successful, would it? Am I right? See, in America, we have access. So you got to get this fact. And in America, we have access to just about every product, service, investment that could possibly enhance a human being's life. Is that correct?
That's right.
But most people don't have them, do they? Why they don't have them? Because they're missing one thing. M-O-N-E-Y. They don't have success, do they? They don't have financial success. And we're in the financial success business. Even if I was going to sell cell phone service in my econ, I would just put it on our website and let you buy it off the web. We still, the flagship product in our company would still be financial success, wouldn't it? See, those other things are just products.
Right.
They're just services. You understand? You see, when financial America, when corporate America got in trouble 10 years ago in 2005, and they was in financial trouble, they didn't just add another product. They shifted income, didn't they? They cut expenses, didn't they? They cut taxes, didn't they? They got rid of debt, didn't they? They didn't just get another product, did they? You understand what I'm trying to say? See, you got to start doing your finances with proven strategies. You got to use proven. I didn't create income shifting. This is a proven financial strategy for thousands of years. Cut costs. Taxes is a cost. Debt's a cost. Expenses is a cost. Invest. These are strategies for 500 years. So if you violate them, you end up in a financial mess. If you embrace them, you end up with financial success. Okay? And see, all of those other things, cell phone, the weight loss, the diet pills, all the lotions, all of them. If you had financial success, wouldn't you easily be about them?